All right, hey there. Today we're going to go over our nutrition plan to help you, get started with a nice, simple eating plan. So again, you put your name at the top, starting weight, starting body fat percentage, whatever a nutrition plan you have, whether it's the 7.5, 10.5, 12.5, the numbers may change, but the general guidelines, will stay the same. Want to keep it nice and simple for everybody, so that you can go through and you make this eating as easy as possible. The easier the eating is, the more likely to stick to it, the better results you're going to get. So we thought we'd color code it. Your proteins are in blue, your fats are in yellow, your carbs are in reddish orange, and your veggies are the green. Now in here, each one of these on this list is one serving size. That goes for all the colors. So at the top of protein, we've got 180 grams of chicken breast. The top of the fat, we've got 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Top of the carbs list, 1.5 cup mashed sweet potato. And you've got your veggies list. These foods on here are the foods that you should be eating, or that we want you to eat on this eating plan. So you've got a list of them in your proteins. In your fats, you've got a list of them as well, but you've also got 2 that you do not want to eat. That's vegetable oil or canola oil. They will do bad things to your bodies, and we want to flush them out or keep them out of the system to give your body the best chance of burning body fat. Then we've got your list of carbs on here. Some you might think are healthy, some you might thought weren't healthy. But regardless, whether you think they are or they aren't, they're on the list for a reason. They're going to be very beneficial to help you with your weight loss. On the veggies, we made an exception here. It was just easier to put the list of foods or a list of vegetables that you should not eat. Just simply because they're higher in starch, they're higher in sugars, and they're going to be counterproductive to what we're trying to accomplish. But it's a quick general rule of thumb: if you stick with green vegetables, you can't really go wrong. If you're not sure, just let me know and we'll go through it. You always want to try and eat at least 2 hours before you exercise. That's not necessarily the case if you're exercising first thing in the morning. If you're training first thing in the morning, it's easy enough to eat on an empty, or train on an empty stomach, I should say. But just be mindful how you feel, when you do exercise. If you do need to have something, have a quick little bite of something before you do exercise. Well, as we come down here, we've got our little plates or pie charts. It's just going to break things down into portion sizes for you. So you'll have your 3 pies, a piece of pie, for your breakfast and lunch. You'll have carbs, protein, and veggies. For dinner, you'll have fats, protein, and veggies. So for dinner, we want to cut out the carbs. That's just simply going to, get the good fats in so that your body can heal and repair itself overnight. And make sure to keep metabolism elevated so that your body's burning body fat. Now you will have a number in here. So if you've got a 0.5 or a 1 or a 1.5, that will relate to the type of food. So if you've got a 1 in your carbohydrate pie, then you go look for 1 serving of carbohydrates. If you've got 0.5, you'll go and have half of a portion size. And same with your protein and your veggies. So your protein, you want to have, if you got 1 or 1.5, you'll be eating 1 serving or 1.5 servings, from the list. And that will go the same, for veggies. Veggies, we haven't really sort of put a weight on there, but I usually like to 2/5, if you're having green veggies, so is a good size for portion. When we're looking at the foods, when we weigh your foods out, we want your proteins to be weighed before you cook them, and your carbohydrates, should be weighed after you've cooked them. Now you don't need to weigh them for the rest of your life. But what I do suggest is that for your first week, you weigh them so you get a good understanding of how much food you should be eating. Whether you think you're eating too much or you think you're not eating enough. You might be surprised. But it just gives you a nice little bit of reality check so that you know that, this is what I should be eating, and this is what normal serving size. If it's not on the list, try and avoid it. If you're not sure, feel free to message me. Just further down the list, we've got some sample ideas. So, you can go through and have a look and just sort of see, if you end up if you want snapper for breakfast, you're more than welcome to. It doesn't necessarily mean that breakfast is only for toast, yogurt, cereals, and bacon, eggs, and that type of thing. Chop and change it, mix it up a little bit. If you got leftovers from the night before, it keeps it simple. And that's what we want. We want to try and keep this eating plan very simple. So we're going to go to the other side. So just flipping over, and we've got your grocery list. So again, we stick with the color coordination, with this one. So your proteins are in your blue, your fats in yellow, your reds are your carbohydrates, and your greens are the veggies. You know, so when we go to shopping, if you know you're going to have chicken breasts, you know, for 7 meals, you come straight here, you know, I need to buy 2 kilos of chicken breast. If you want, you know, pork tenderloin, you know, if you're going to have that for 7 meals, you need, you know, 2 kilos of pork tenderloin. And same, if you're going to have, you know, tuna for quite a few, how many cans of tuna you should have. Same goes with your fats, your carbs, and your veggies. You'll find with your proteins and your veggies, those are the ones that you need to buy, you know, weekly, because they do go off, you know, much easier than your fats and your carbohydrates. You know, some of them will store a lot longer, and so you won't need to buy them, excuse me, quite as often. Just below that, you've got, you know, your sample, you know, meals, so you can, you know, come up with some combinations for yourself, you know, that you might like, and you can run with that. I always suggest if you can plan it out for the week, it's going to take a lot of the load off and a lot of stress off, and you'll be roaring and ready to go for the whole week. Just down below, we've got some, you know, flavor add-ons, you know, similar to, you know, salt and pepper, lemon juice, you know, dry spices, you know, mustard, those type of things, because we want your food to have flavor. You know, if you're just having chicken and broccoli, yeah, you'll get results, but you're probably bored to tears after about 3 days. And then next to that, we've got your fluids that you can drink or that we recommend drinking. Obviously, water is at the top, and then water infused with fruit, black coffee, green tea. You know, the list is there. You know, if you get bored of water, yeah, just squeeze some lemon, some lime, some orange, cucumber. You know, a lot of people like that. Just drop some strawberries or blueberries in there. Again, just to give a little bit of a flavor. If it has 0 calories, you're probably doing okay. You know, you're more than welcome to have it. But if you're not sure, again, just flick me a message and I'll let you know. But if it's not on the list, you know, try and avoid it. You know, again, this isn't going to be something that's going to be long-term. It's just to build up some habits to get you on track. So good luck with it. I look forward to seeing how you go. Keep me posted. But if you do have any questions, yeah, feel free to fire away. I'm more than happy to get back to you. All right, look forward to it. All the best. Talk soon. Bye.